My name's Martin Clark. I've been with Ecologics for several years, working as a field specialist. I've investigated leaks all over North America and Europe using the LeakFinderST on a variety of pipe types and pipe diameters. When I get to site, the first thing I do is I open the LeakFinderST case and make sure that all the components are there. I take out each individual component, and then I connect the components that need to be connected, namely the transmitter to the sensor that I will be using for that particular test segment. You connect the transmitter to the sensor using the supplied cables, and you just spin it on until it connects, until it clicks into place, and it's as easy as that. What I really like about the cables is that they're shielded, they're military spec connectors, and they can really take a beating in the field. Connect the sensor to the pipe by placing it directly onto the pipe. You can connect it to a valve using the magnet on the bottom of the sensor, and that valve could be an inline valve, a blow-off valve, or an air release valve. You could also put it on the base of a hydrant as well. The LeakFinderST comes with several sensor options. The accelerometer works very well on both metallic and non-metallic pipes of shorter distances and smaller diameters. And the hydrophone works very well on large diameter and longer distances of pipe. To ensure the sensors are working, before we connect it to the pipe, we do a simple scratch test. And what that is we turn on the transmitter, we hook in our headphones, and we basically just scratch the sensor and make sure that we can hear it on the headphones. Once the sensors are connected to the pipe, what we do after is a tap test. And same thing, we turn on the transmitter, plug in our headphones, and then we just tap near the sensor location. Not too loud, just nice little tap. And if we can hear that on the headphones, we know we have a good acoustic connection. Once the sensor is on the pipe and you've turned on the transmitter, it defaults to a metallic pipe setting, and depending on what pipe you're connected to, you select either metallic or non-metallic pipe. Once I've set up the first sensor, I just repeat the process again with the second sensor at the second location. To set up the receiver, you turn it on, and as soon as it's turned on, the lights on either side of the receiver will turn white. And if they're a bright white, you know you have good radio signal coming from your transmitters. Another check to do is to plug in the headphones. And with the headphones, you'll be able to hear if there's static on either of the channels. If there's no static, you connect your receiver to your computer using the USB cable, and then you commence a correlation. To start a correlation, the first thing you have to do is input the distance between your sensors. Next, you input the pipe type, and you also input the pipe diameter. And then all you have to do is press start correlation. Once the correlation starts, the screen will pop up with a live correlation of what you're recording. And basically, within a very short amount of time, you'll either see a peak develop or there will be no peak, and you'll know very quickly whether or not you have a leak or a point of interest on that segment of pipe. Once the correlation is completed, the system is torn down and moved to another segment of pipe for testing. The really great thing about the LeakFinderST is that the battery life lasts for a full day of work. I recently trained a leak detection crew that had little experience on PVC leak detection, and 2 days after the training, I got an email from them notifying me that they had found their first leak using the LeakFinderST. They were very happy and very excited to keep using the LeakFinderST.